The Ambedkarite Party of India's National President Dhiman Bijay Mankar has orchestrated election preparation for 2024 parliamentary elections. Bijay Mankar appeals to the people of India to understand and realize the scientific policies of API based on science, knowledge, humanity and all others by application of it. To take India as a 20 trillion economy within 15 years of government if API would into the union government. So with the objective to entering into the parliament to ensure the rights, dignity and all-round development of the people of India, to bring about revolutionary changes in the social, economic and political life of people through the application of knowledge, science and humanity, and by them translating in terms of rule of law and make the Indian people as a middle rich one. During an interaction with media in a meeting of Central General Council of API at Central Secretariat Nagpur with the party office bearers of various states, where Mr. Mankar laid emphasis on various cutting-edge policies of API and its preparation for 2024 parliamentary election and for some state assembly election respectively. While replying to the question from media, Bijay Mankar told comprehensively about his preparation. I would like to ask some fundamental question as far as the election of 2024 in the door actually. And what was your appeal to the people of India to solve the problems as prevalent in India?
The appeal, I would say that Indians should understand one thing. The people of India, this great country, the great Gondwana, we are great Gondwana. We are a civilization of 50,000 years, starting from the great civilization of the Homo sapiens and the tribals of India. We should understand this, that if we want to develop India, it can be developed not by religion or caste or culture or creed or dogmas or doctrines. It will be developed only by science, knowledge and humanity. That is my central, message to the people of India. They should understand this. And when I speak about science, knowledge and various, aspects of humanity, that should translate into rule of law and the various policies. That is my central message.
There are so many political parties in Indian state. So what is the particular uniqueness about Ambedkarite Party of India, who is place them in a uniqueness in India, and why do the people will choose API?
API is a totally unique party because API is the party which is most knowledgeable. It is having a very clear-cut policy to develop each and every single family and individual of the country, and make India a developed nation, not only a middle income economy but a developed country at par with China and America. By 2035-40 we can do this. If we are in a position to form the government in 2024, within 15 years we can do this. We can come up to China and America within 15 years.
And sir, as you know that in various indices as well as from the various agencies like Oxfam India and as well as some other agencies, the income inequalities which has produced in our country, and what is the main reason of that, and how can we solve them by your party policies?
The main reason for this is caste crony capitalism. There is a caste crony capitalism in India, and you see, as you know, that Oxfam and Credit Suisse and many other agencies are also reporting that there is a income and wealth inequality in India, with concentrated heavily with 1% of the population of India. And you know that how you see the entrepreneurs, the major scissors of businesses, they have generated wealth within the past 2 or 3 years. You see, we require a model which can not only generate wealth in India but have an inclusive development. We should think about two things. First, we should become a $20 trillion economy within 15 years. That should be our model. How it is possible? By using the market economy and the developmental state. This is possible. I will just simplify it. You will have to develop the human talents and skills for this. And then you should be a very competitive, expert-oriented economy. For that, unless you develop such an infrastructure and such a human skill and talent in India, there would be no foreign investment in the country at par that we want. That is the first thing that we should have. Then, along with this growth, we should have two things. Not only the incomes of the people should raise, but the wealth creation should be there for every family. I am speaking about every family. And then every individual. So now at least 7 to 10 crore families in India, they don't have sufficient wealth. They are just poor or multidimensional poor or just like poor. We should think about, you see, making them middle rich in India. And this requires cutting edge policies of economics and finance. This cannot be possible by simply giving them subsidies or Manrega or some things. Of course, some things would be required for some years, couple of years, but we would be requiring cutting edge policies of economic and finance for this.
So far as the parliamentary election in 2024 is concerned, how much preparations do you have to make this election? And one of the objective to enter into the parliament for lawmaking and policy making on the base of scientific research and scientific thinking.
That's what this meeting was for. All these things, people from all over the country, our office bearers, they are especially for this thing here. And we will see to it that we will enter parliament in 2024. Before that, you see, there are major elections in Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, these major states. We will also ensure that some of the seats we are in a position to win. And we will see to it that at the policy level narrative, we give a very, very tough challenge to the BJP and Congress and all other alliances who are just, you see, befooling the people of India. Those parties who are not having any vision, they are only speaking about religion, caste, culture and credos and doctrines and dogmas and communalism and all those things. We will teach not only them but the people of India that what should be the right policies for making India a totally developed country at par with China and America. For that only we have met here today.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.